But I assume that these forms of protest have never made any dent in anything in the world. Because I remember when there was all these protests against the war, a couple of months back, and there was one guy, so there was a huge march in London, as you know, and they did these all around the world, didn't they? But there was thousands of people in London. There was one guy, he was riding around on a 3-wheeled bike, wearing a jester's hat, blowing a horn. That was his form of protest against the war.
Was it like, what sort of horn was it?
It was one of those sort of hunting horns.
Well, he was showing him. He was saying, "This is what I believe."
Yeah.
And if that doesn't change people's opinions, I don't know what will.
But I like the idea of Bush, just about to invade Iraq, and just the news comes through from his chief of staff.
And Bush goes,
George.
What is it? What is it? What?
No, listen, seriously, we've got some information coming in from London.
Go on.
I know you're thinking of invading Iraq.
Definitely,
but,
why?
Well, let's just think about it, because there's a guy riding around on a 3-wheeled bike.
Oh.
He's not got the regular 2, he's gone for 3 wheels. So...
Okay, well listen, what's he wearing?
I don't want to tell you what he's wearing, he's just...
What's he wearing on his head?
He's wearing, he's wearing a jester's hat.
Okay, no, well, calm down, it's not that bad. It's not gonna change my opinion about...
He's blowing a horn!
Okay, get the troops out. Get the troops out now.
But anyway, there's a Serbian man, who has invented a sex machine for women, and he's appealing to Western women to test his device. He's from a town in, as I say, in Serbia. I guess Serbia? I guess that's right. Is that right?
Well, I don't know. What does it say?
Well, it says a Serbian man, but is it called Serbia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was all the Croatia-Serbia thing?
Well, it doesn't matter now, does it?
Okay. It doesn't matter now. It does to them. Otherwise they fought for nothing. What the hell do we know about world events? I mean, how long did that go on for? Months,
I don't know.
wasn't it?
If they're inventing new countries, they can't expect me to keep up with current trends, can we?
Anyway, this Serbian man has invented a sex machine for women, and he can't find any Serbian women to try it out, so he's looking now for Western women. He's taken out a patent on the ultimate sex machine. It runs on a 390-volt electric engine, simulates sex, and has a 7.5-inch artificial penis. He said, "My sex machine has an artificial penis that can make up to 180 moves in a minute." Now, I don't even know what that means. 180 moves? What? I mean, there's only really...
Well, in and out, I
in
imagine.
And out is largely the function, unless I've been doing it
what
wrong
he's
all
done.
these months.
What he's done is he's put a dildo on a Black & Decker.
A man can only manage the intensity of movement for about 5 seconds normally, but this machine can do it for as long as the woman wants. But anyway, so he's looking for a woman who will test this out. But what I love, as soon as I read this, I was thinking, just imagining there going, "Oh, thanks for coming in, yeah, okay." So there's, what's gonna happen is there's a penis that's gonna pop out from here, and it's gonna have sex with you. I'm gonna stand behind the machine. I've got to stand behind here, there's a lot of dials and stuff, I don't want to bore you with.
Well, why do you have to stand behind it?
I can't, it's technical stuff, but I got to be behind the machine.
But there's no penis on the robot at the moment, it's just a hole.
No, don't worry, what'll happen is, I'll switch the machine on, I'll go behind, and then a penis will appear.
Will it be like a metal-looking penis?
It will be a robotic penis, but it will seem like it's a regular fleshy human penis.
So you're gonna alright, so you're gonna go behind this robot,
go behind the machine,
disappear,
yep.
And then a fleshy looking penis is
will appear
through the hole
when I switch the machine on.
Okay, and that'll be the real robotic penis.
But you won't see me for the duration of your sexual
So
encounter.
you've made this sort of like robotic penis look really realistic.
It's really realistic. You will not be able to tell the difference between, say, the robot one and mine, for instance.
Okay, well I don't want to see yours.
No, there's absolutely not,
because I've not come around here to have sex with a person.
I know, you've come around to test the machine.
Yeah,
and that is exactly what you're going to get.
Okay,
a piece of mechanical action. But what I know is the idea that on the front, maybe he's painted a picture of a robot's face.
Yeah.
And then when the machine begins, you know, rather like in one of those horror houses, like a kind of mansion in a spooky film, the eyes of the painting, they'll move.
And the
real eyes will appear, just staring out. But I don't think I can have sex with this machine unless you're actually in the room, just in case anything goes wrong.
No.
Don't worry, I'll be behind the machine, it'll be fine. It'll be safe, not a problem. Something to do in the evening.
Something to do, innit?
When the telly's broke.
But for years, like, they've found stuff, haven't they? Machines from, like, Roman times, similar to that setup.
No machines in Roman times.
Like that, though. The old sort of, knob on a stick machine thing.
The old Roman knob on a stick. I'm sorry, but I watch Time Team every week, and Tony Robinson has never done an old knob on a stick machine.
I just think of Julius Caesar sitting down and go, "Okay, aqueduct, we love that. Thanks for that. Straight roads, good idea. We can see the enemy coming. What have you got there?"
Well, I'm glad you've asked.
Plumpticus. What have you got there? Wanklicus.
What I've got here is a Yodi knob and I've put that on the end of a stick.
Oh, sticker's phallus. Okay, well done, Wanklicus.
No.
Well done. You are my new right-hand man, as they say.
No,
excellent.
But they do stuff like that. You've been in the London Museum and that, and they've got sort of sex stuff from years ago. They've got like these metal pants that they used to wear.
I don't know what that is.
Metal pants.
Yeah, sort of.
Is
metal.
that a chastity belt? You mean? They used to make women wear them so that they could.
But they had them for blokes as well, though.
Metal pants for blokes.
Yeah,
Why?
So he had little lots. So if he was away, he couldn't play away from home, and if he was away, she popped on a little.
No, I just think they sort of like sexy metal pants.
What? Oh, I don't know what you mean.
What
The
are you
sexy
talking
metal
about?
pants.
Well, they'll have to look because I haven't got it in front of me. It's just something I remember seeing, some sort of sexy metal pants that they used to wear.
But what are you saying? Sexy metal
Because
pants?
they
that
always
was
have
not
to
British Museum. That was Soho.
No, what I mean
That was
is
Old Compton Street. You were looking
they
in the
always
shop
had
window.
to be ready for like battle and that, but these were a little bit sexy but protective at the same time.
I love that.
Right, I'll have to look into
I love
it.
the
I'll
idea
have
that that's all you remember from the British Museum.
So Lancelot, are you ready to face the Black Knight? Yeah. What do you think of these? Huh? What do you think of these? Well, I don't really care. Just
I just want to look good on the battlefield.
Well, they're both protective.
Will there be women watching, cheering us on?
Well, you're not going to fight like that, are you? What about your
I'm going to wear nothing except these sexy metal pants.
But what about your chest is exposed?
No, well, it's a good chest. I've been working out.
Yeah, I know. But what I mean is, you want metal all
I've
over.
actually been lifting up the round table every week. I just work out, do that about 4 times a day.
But that machine, right? Why did it have to be a woman, or could they have got a little gay fella in?
There's quite a lot going on in the freak world.
There always is.
You've been visiting hospitals the last week, have you? When we were away.
No, there was a thing on a website. This isn't even the one that I've picked. So
this is just a bonus.
This is a bonus freak.
geez, yeah.
Yeah, go on then.
This is a free freak. Right? It's a fella called the Lobster Man.
The Lobster Man, of course.
Again, good name. You know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
What are you going to get? Some succulent meat.
I like the idea. That the vicar on the christening suggested that. I know you want to call him Mark. Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
Look at his hands.
What's his name? Mark Michael Webster. Right. Right. Yeah.
Have you thought about a nickname?
Not really. No. Have you looked
at his hands?
Yeah. We don't want to talk about that because
Do you know they look a little bit like
quite
lobsters?
Well, yeah, but it's quite deformed. It's like, we
Can I
can't
suggest Lobster Man?
That's terrible, Vicar. That is terrible, Vicar.
We're Pinchy.
Go on then. And then, wow, just be careful. Let's have your eye out with that. This is poison. These are really, really mental poison drugs.
You know those people with you ever see them in the street, they're selling fags, duty free obviously, they're just selling them on the street. Have you ever seen these guys?
Yeah.
I walk up and down Finchley Road lot, because I'm just near my place. And, all these people, they're sort of looking a bit shifty, and then they think that you're maybe a smoker. They just, fags, and they'll open their jacket, and it literally will be like something from, the 1940s.
They won't go to you though, do they?
No, smoking, stunts your growth. They know you must have never had a fag in your life.
But, I might be buying them as a gift or something, because I'm quite a generous guy. But it struck me, I was chatting with my friend about, there seems to be, there are certain people who are very, maybe they have trouble getting work, or maybe they, they're immigrants who've not landed on their feet and they've had trouble, and so there's a couple of jobs they can do. It seems when there's the fag selling, there's those people I noticed on Oxford Street who bend a piece of wire into the shape of your name. I mean, what kind of a gift is that, really? You know what I mean?
I know.
It's like they're literally giving them out. Or you can have the bending the name. You can be selling those things that you throw at the wall and they sliver down.
At Dover.
Yeah.
What are you doing? I'm a trained carpenter.
Right. Can you write really small on a piece of rice?
I could try.
Could you write those names on a piece of rice?
I could try.
It's quite tricky, but
what about the rest of your family? Well, that one's only 2, but he could be trained. He's got smaller fingers.
Okay. Do you want to sell some knocked off perfume? How about that?
Again, we'd like to apologise for any inadvertent racism.